Okay, it's working now. If you ever want to live stream a thing, because I tried, do not get XSplit broadcast, because it's garbage. And if you uninstall it, it's going to stay for a while, and it's going to decide to, your computer is going to want to connect to it when it's trying to connect to your webcam, even after it's gone, and it's really annoying. Just a general thing you should probably know. Okay, yeah, I'm just doing a me video where people sent me asks about stuff and questions or things to talk about. And so I'm gonna do that. Okay. Goodbye, Northern Lights, send in a few things. Questions for the video thing. Favorite books? I don't know. Because I actually don't read books that much anymore. Well, I've gotten back into it, but for a long time, the only thing I read was fan fiction for, like, years. Except in, like, high school, I did pick stuff up from the library, but it was just random. I don't know, I can't really think of names. In general, I'm starting to actually like nonfiction now. I'm starting to get back into history, so that's kind of a thing that counts, I guess. Next question, do you have any allergies? Yes, I have quite a few allergies. I don't have any to any animals, thankfully. But to pollen, to weed, to ragweed especially, to dust, to mold, penicillin, because it's mold. And apparently, according to my old allergist, I'm allergic to corn, to soy, and to peanuts. Even though I eat corn a lot and I eat peanuts a lot, so I don't know. I've been more cautious eating those things, but yeah, and possibly cashews, because whenever I have cashews, my tongue swells up a teeny tiny bit. So I guess I'm probably allergic to those. 'Cause I can't think of what else that would be, unless that's a normal thing. I've never really looked it up. But anyway. Sorry for my sniffing. Speaking of allergies. Sorry if my sniffing is annoying to everybody. Okay, if you had to send out a message to everyone on the planet, what would it be? Well, I'm assuming it's, like, translatable, like, everybody will be able to understand it. I don't know. Just chill. I don't know, maybe it doesn't mean they're gonna listen to it. It doesn't mean they're going to think it's worth anything, but I don't know, maybe, like, focus on maybe using logic and reason for things. Like, actual logic and reason for things. For it to solve problems instead of just putting it off, or I don't know, inserting like traditional values and beliefs when logic would work better for that, I guess. I don't know. Sorry. What is your favorite place to eat? Like out? Like at a restaurant? I don't know. We never go anywhere. Well, there's a buffet called Pandarosa. My family and I go there, and I like it because, buffet, and I don't know, I don't eat out anywhere, and if you mean like a literal place in my house, I usually eat right here at the computer, because we never use our table. It's covered in crap, except for one place for my little sister to eat, because we never do anything. Anyway. And this isn't exactly a question, oh god, but would you try imitating some of the Riddler's dialogue in as close to his voice as you can get? I forgot this, even though I was just talking about it, like yesterday. Oh my god, okay. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth right now. Oh god. Detective. Oh god, I can't do his voice, but I can't do his voice. You made it here, detective. Pity about your hard drive over here. But the bridge is set to blows. And it's up to you to prevent it. Good luck. I'm going to be cringing so hard when I play that back, but I don't know. Okay, that's it for those. Catnipping the Apocalypse asked, Julie, who are the Patriots? The Lollylulelo. The actual answer to that is actually really depressing, and I don't want to spoil it if you haven't looked up Metal Gear Solid 4 yet. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. Inappropriate Shenanigans asked, if you could be a master of any skill, what would that skill be? A few months ago, I probably would have said writing right off the bat. A few weeks later, I decided maybe math would be better because I really do like math. I hate math because I'm terrible at it, but it's really important in the world. And the fact that I can barely add 32 to 74, well, not that more, but I can't do basic multiplication really is terrible. Because I'm so terrible. I never learned how to do multiplication stuff, and part of it is I just think my brain doesn't like it, and a part of it is just school was terrible at teaching things, and they just pushed me on, even though I had no idea how to do any crap at all. So I'm actually I'm not in it yet, but I'm in a late thing where it starts in mid-October, where I got out of the lowest elementary school almost retaking math by 1 point because I'm so bad at it. So probably it would be that, or if math counts as a skill, which I'm guessing it does, or investigative reporting, maybe being able to see the truth in things and be able to follow it through and put it out there, because that's kind of a thing that the world kind of needs. It always needed it, but needs it now, I think. But yeah, okay. That. Rockshar. Is that how you pronounce Rakshar? Rockshar? I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. But I've always read it as Rakshar, and I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm mangling it. Asked, things to talk about in your video. A symbol that you find inspires you. I don't know. If I'm guessing you don't mean just a visual picture thing. How do I have this? I don't know. I don't really think of one single thing or person even to symbolize. Most people would be Martin Luther King Jr. That symbolizes, getting rid of racism and stuff. Yeah, he does, but he's not the only one single thing, and he did some things wrong, so I'm not gonna be this one person. I did not get inspired for things. I did not get not one thing ever does anything. It's always a bunch of things mashed together, and just looking out at things that makes me want to do things, basically. Or think about things, or want to help change things, or even get the word out about changing things, because that's still So I don't know how to answer that. Honestly. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Dr. Crane asked me a few things too. Dr. Crane asked, 1. What are your feelings about how your Riddler has developed on Tumblr since you first started RPing him? A part of me... Okay, I'm gonna just get my stupid insecurity stuff out first. A part of me is really freaked out by it just because there are no other The Batman Riddler players out there. At all. I've seen 4 in my entire trawling backwards, into years ago. I've seen 4. And none of them are active anymore. 2 of them are gone, 1 of them hasn't been around for about a year, and then there's me. So, I'm afraid, he's changed a lot. It's been more than it's been 8 months since I made him, I think. It's been 9 months since he turned into a blog, since I started playing him. And he's changed a lot since then from, canon right after Riddler's Revenge thing. And I'm afraid that people are going to, other fans of the Riddler are going to come up and they're going to expect that. They're going to expect the old, exactly like what he was like in canon. And I know I'm doing this for myself. I'm playing Riddler for myself a lot, for enjoyment. But I'm also like, I don't even care about like getting hate or something. I just don't want to disappoint people because there are no others to look to. There's no other. There are. If you're looking for a Batman the Animated Series Riddler, you're probably gonna find a few. If you look for anybody, you're gonna find a few, except for the Batman characters, and especially him. And I don't want to disappoint a fan of the Riddler, and that's what I'm really afraid of doing. But back to the question. More. I'm actually kind of happy about it. Like, in canon, I'm pretty sure he's not going to change. He doesn't have enough motivation to change from being just the Riddler, the bad guy, the villain, that, what he is, even though he's discovered that a lot of it was based on a lie, and deception, and someone screwing him over. Um, I don't think if the Batman series went the way it seemed to, like with nothing changing in Arkham, not really getting proper help, not really. He wouldn't have. I'm pretty sure he would have been a Riddler until he died, and I think he would have died early because look at how thin he is. Look at how self-destructive he is, or even just that general villain lifestyle. I think he would have gone really. He would have no. He would have lived a miserable life. He would have, yeah. But even though I love angst and I don't mind tormenting him, playing him, going through bad stuff, I'm glad things are still looking up for him. He's made friends. He's made people to care about him. He's formed bonds. He's been able to develop out of being the monster that he saw himself as becoming, as everyone else portrayed him as he was for a while. As he was for a while, because he did some pretty bad shit in his intro episode, and even after that. But like, I'm really glad that he's able to be human, I guess, rather than concepts of or the mask that he's formed for himself, I guess. 2. What are your... Oh man, I forgot these. I didn't actually I forgot these. What are your top 5 blogs on Tumblr? I don't know, because I can't really just pick 5 people, because I follow a lot. I follow like 530 blogs right now. Most of them, I'm pretty sure like at least 520 of those are personal, and I can't really think of the other ones, so I don't know. I can't really just pick 5 people, because I like more than 5 people. And I can't really think of any other, like, this blog is about cars, for example, even though I don't really like cars myself. I don't know. I can't answer this, I'm sorry. 3. What do you think about the RPing environment on Tumblr in comparison to other sites? Well, I can't really answer this very well, because I don't really know. I don't really. The only roleplay sites I've seen were LiveJournal, Dreamwidth, and Tumblr. Those are the only ones in my experiences. I know there's stuff like Gaia, they do that there, but I never really watched that. I don't. LiveJournal and Dreamwidth, they're kind of, the only things I looked at there were the games. I didn't really look in news boxes, I didn't really look in personal stuff, I just looked at the games. And the games always had, and they were usually pretty good games. Like, if you started drama, you were kicked out. If you weren't good and you couldn't really, if you, had really bad writing skills or a really poor grasp of your character, you would get, your application to those games would be turned down, so I didn't really get to see any of what people would consider bad. On Tumblr, that's a little different, because anyone can do it, and I do think it's a little... I don't think if you're not very good at your character, or you're not very a skilled writer, you should deserve to be, crapped all over on, but I think there, I think either you get a lot of really terrible stuff blown out of proportion. If you're not excellent, you will get a lot of hate, or if you're not excellent, then you get 1,000 million people to rush and defend you. Or obviously not that many, but people to defend you, and then start. There's a lot of drama on Tumblr. Obviously, and I think that kind of isn't that great. I don't hate Tumblr roleplay, but I don't think there are probably better places to roleplay. But I don't care because I love the people I found here, and I don't really care about the drama because I can deal with that. Okay, last question from Dr. Crane. Green or purple? I actually really like both, but green just barely wins out because Riddler. I like wearing purple more than I like green though, just in general. I don't know. For some reason I thought I was wearing purple today actually. I forgot I'm wearing my little black Pac-Man shirt, but I can't really pick. Okay, and last thing. Bugsuit asks, "Oh, what are your views on feminism?" Well, I think it's necessary. Like, in the general movement, I think it's necessary. Like, really necessary right now. Like, obviously, I believe in equality of men and women. Like, for real. I think that's going to be a really hard fight. And it is a really hard fight. And I don't know if we're going to actually make it. But we need to try anyway. Because, well, obviously, we should focus on doing that and hoping we can do that and believing we can do that because otherwise we will just give up. A lot of people give up. And I really think that's really misinterpreted as, the whole Emma Watson thing just exploded. And I don't really know a lot about that except that she's getting hate even though she's like, she actually says equality rather than the whole stamping on men thing a lot of people are convinced feminism is. So about that, I don't really like that. Like, seeing that on Tumblr, like, I hope nobody's turning the video off. I don't really like how some women are, like, actually, like, oh yeah, let's stamp on the men, let's drown, let's blah, 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 because that's not because I'm actually feeling, like, terrible for the men, as cruel as that may seem. I just think that we kind of need to be a little calmer, just so we can rationally, like, if we need to get angry, we can get angry and we should get angry, but we should think about getting angry to see whether it will actually help or if it will hurt more in the long run. I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know, I might be preaching stupidly right now, but yeah, that's about it. That's all the questions I've gotten. I have, and okay, it's about 18 minutes in now. Okay. Uh. Okay. I was not showing myself me. I was reading the questions, so. God. Okay. Thank you for the questions. I'm probably going to do this again, eventually, to be honest. Because why not? I need to improve my self-image and not doing anything. Just doing this sometimes actually might help a little bit. So yeah, feel free to send in more. Because I don't know when I'll get to it, but hopefully it won't take like a year or 3 months again. See you around, people. Hopefully this won't take 5 years to upload to YouTube again.